as they run left side. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. The tight end Henry here in motion. Now they'll run it on the toss. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. And the D looking like they may blitz. On 3rd down, it's Gibson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode and is stiffened.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. Jakeem Grant now to return. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. On first down, it's Tannehill. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Trying to get it that time to Stills. That'll bring up second down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Oh, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. So after the INT, it's Brady. Hunter Henry brings it in. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. A gain of 6 there on first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Time running out here on the play clock. The tight end Henry here in motion. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The play clock's running down. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Gano out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all. Don't want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he is knocked down from the side, right around the 26. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top. They run again with Ajayi. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the... And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the 1st down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short. They are going for it. It's Tannehill. He finds Humphries. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 6 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Tannehill now, the give to Ajayi. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
This is Ajayi. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest. Slot man moves right. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here. They run with Ajayi. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset? You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle.
Run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
An extra corner on the field for New England here on third down.
Yeah, another DB. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And Frank's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Brady now on first down, spinning away, and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be second down. And now they'll run it here off tackle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, Brady finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up second down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Now it's 2nd and 7. Brady to throw on second down. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Brady now on first down. And some space here. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground at the 41-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Now Brady. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up second down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Elsewhere on this Sunday in the NFL, they're in the second quarter in Detroit. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They set up the screen to Ajayi, and he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 19. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. The slot man in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Humphries goes in motion. Back to throw, Tannehill. He's going to go for a big play downfield. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Aaron Lynch. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Takes this to the 45. Got a little space after that nice move. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd down now after the pass completion. In motion left is Funchess. And to give this time to the tailback. And now running right through it. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And now they'll run it here off tackle. They find some open field here. The 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That one 28 yards on the ground.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And now the offense operates in the red zone. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now he'll throw with Brady. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 6. And just like that, it's 3rd down. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
New England on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Caught left side by Funchess. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Devin Funchess, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught. Stills right side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. His throw incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down. Slot man moves right. Play fake to Ajayi. It's Tannehill. And it's caught by Parker. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. The slot man in motion right. Now a handoff looking right. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now Brady throwing on second down. Looking left side, and it's complete. A very solid gain of 27. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. The Dolphins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because you're right, they have had no room to breathe. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going to go. It's Tannehill. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Throwing on first down is Brady. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on. This is caught inside the 15. And he is out of bounds just a yard or two shy of the 10. They give him a gain of 37. So they're operating in the red zone. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now a handoff, running off, tackle right. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Gano's kick is right through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. So now here come the Dolphins. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Here's Tannehill. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now it's Ajayi. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Now a play fake here on first down. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And the back goes into motion. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And Stills over the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Danielle Hunter in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Kenny Stills, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So the Patriots coming out now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, you're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. Brady to throw on second down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Henry. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Again, they'll throw with Brady. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. New England on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Brady again. Now look at this. this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory. Right back out there doing the things that he does best and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. In motion left is Funchess. And they give this time to the tailback. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action here on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10. In motion left is Funchess. Now a handoff here to his running back. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. In motion left is Funchess. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
New England on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. Here it's 3rd and 3. And some room to roam now. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. In the red zone this time. In motion left is Funchess. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Tom Brady flashing the mobility, scrambling there for a first down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. A fourth quarter score, meanwhile, from Kansas City. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their second on the young season. In motion left is Funchess. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. A wide receiver carry for Parker. Skirts by at the 15. And they'll get him down up past the 15. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Tannehill to a knee, and that ought to be the final. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you